And welcome again to tkanddrinks. Had to make sure to get the old bottle opener there. Today on the Honest Mead review, we're getting into the Prairie Rose Strawberry Rhubarb. It's at 12.5% off dry, so we're going to expect a high tannin level on that. A little strawberry rhubarb down there, check that out. Always love the cool little attention to details they put on their bottles and corks and everybody in these meaderies. So growing up in the Pacific Northwest, I am very familiar with strawberry and rhubarb. My grandma used to make strawberry rhubarb pies for me all the time, and so I am definitely looking forward to this one. Now, being off dry, it's not going to have that like sweet dessert mead type of taste to it. It's definitely going to be on the old like I said, heavy tannin presence on the dry side, but I'm sure it's going to be delicious either way. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm hoping it's going to be delicious either way. Again, with the cool brandings on the corks, always got to love that. Ooh, very, kind of unique there. All right. There we go. Very fragrant. Ooh, I like that strawberry right off the bat. Get the rhubarb in there, a little bit of tartness. Never had rhubarb before. It looks like red celery kinda. It's very tart if you don't prepare it properly. Right away I'm seeing some very strong legs on this, especially for a dry mead. So that tells me there's a lot of residual sugar, or should be. But doesn't have to mean it has to be on the sweet side. Again, I could offset that with some tannins and some acidity. Ooh, definitely has a strong strawberry presence up front. Bit of earthy rhubarby kind of funkiness there on the back side of the nose. I like that. Again, very strong legs. I don't know if we can see that on there, but there's just a ton of legs on that. You can see all the drips and all the everything going on up in there. Yes, 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 look at that. So again, that's a sign of residual sugar leftovers. What some people say, other people not so much. I tend to fall into the camp of people that do believe that from my personal experiences. So let's get to it. Actually, you know, it's very mild in flavor. You just get a very light hint of strawberry. You definitely get some warming alcohol sensation. A light note of again, it's like an earthiness. It's a tartness. Definitely reminds me of rhubarb there. So that definitely comes through. It's not definitely going to be an acquired taste if you've never had strawberry rhubarb before, a combination. But man, you seem to have nailed the rhubarb there pretty well there, Prairie Rose. So hats off to you for that. I'm pleasantly surprised with that, and gladly surprised. Aftertaste is again light strawberry followed by that earthy rhubarb taste. Some slight astringency on there, a little bit of the tongue puckering back there. A little bit of mouth watering sensation. Again, it's very definitely on the drier side. You know, drying your tongue off, getting you some of that weird, funky tongue feeling. So, all right. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to use my coaster on the other side. Or how about if I move the coaster to this side and not be a goofus? All right, let's get to the old scorecard. Boom. Bang. 34. Hit this with a, you know, great average run-of-the-mill mead. I'm not overly impressed with it, but I'm not disappointed by it. I would love for it to have a much more strong strawberry rhubarb punch in the flavor department while maintaining that off-dry sweetness. But that being said, it is delicious for what it is. The strawberry comes across as a very natural, fresh strawberry. The rhubarb is earthy and tart just the way it should be if you're trying to maintain that natural rhubarb flavor. So again, those are hit really well. The style, off dry, again, not very sweet, just a minimal amount of sweetness in there to keep it going. Light bodied on that, very leggy, lots of residual sugars left over without being overly sweet, so it's balancing the acidity and the tannins department there. So if you want to try something in the off dry variety, I would definitely suggest picking up a bottle of this strawberry rhubarb, because like I said, it hits all those notes, and it's just a great bottle to just have around for either everyday use, for when company comes over or whatever. Pick up one of these and let me know what you think about it. Again, if you've had it already, hit me up down in the comment section below. I would love to hear and get somebody else's take on this delicious mead. You know, if you've had strawberries or rhubarb pie before, or strawberry rhubarb jam, anything like that, and you've had this, what's the comparison like? You know, if you've been to Prairie Rose, holler at your boy, let me know, and I can get on board with some conversation about the actual place themselves. I know I do have some family in the North Dakota area, so if I ever get in that way, I'm definitely swinging by Prairie Rose and picking up something, maybe a bottle of this. Definitely going to try some of everything that they got on tap there. So remember, again, Fargo, North Dakota for Prairie Rose Meadery. Next week, I believe we're going to be getting into our last one for this run on the Prairie Rose Meadery, and I believe it is a blackberry mead. Our final one, blackberry from Prairie Rose, coming up next week. And I do that every time next week. In the next episode, whenever it comes out, blackberry mead from Prairie Rose Meadery. Thank you all very much for being here. Later on.